Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another cast of Beyond All Reason. Guys, today I have something very special because I am co-casting this particular amazing game with my fellow TA and bar player, Breezy. Breezy, go ahead and introduce yourself for the audience here.
Hey, what's up, you people? I am Tag Breezy on Beyond a Reason. So if you guys are playing, send a message, say what's up. And I am Breezy Casts on YouTube, and I am excited to cast the bar game now with Wingflyer. It's pretty dope.
So we are of the understanding that this is the kind of content that you people want. And, you people are very demanding of wanting more videos. And so hopefully we can bring this spicy DSD game to our audience, to you people, and stop, at least satisfy the craving, at least for a minute or two. I know you guys can't get enough of it. But, guys, before we start, I do want to say, if you haven't already, please go to Breezy's channel. It's BreezyCast on YouTube. I'll put the link for it in my description. He needs more support. We all work together as casters to bring you guys content, and we would love if you people could get your shit together and support all of us. So oh my God, actually I don't want to miss the action here because Dolphy has just he's got a Hercules in air transport and he's moving down. So actually, before we get too much into the game, this map is called Delta Siege Dry. This is one of the classic bar and BA maps. It's been around forever. And let's introduce the teams. I'm going to introduce the Eastern team, or Team 2. Here in blue at the bottom right, we have Flash. Here in purple, we have Grumpy. Here in light blue, we have Scapegoat. In dark green, we have Flacca. In teal, we have Master Bell. In neon green, we have Shocks. In light green, we have Hobo Joe. And in this kind of cyan color, we have Mastier. Go ahead and introduce your side, Breezy.
All right, so for Team 1, we've got the person in the transport here, on parole, Doffy in the red. In pink, we have Shad Hunter. Let's see, here in the salmon color, we got Markeeves playing in the eco slot. We got Mom's Boy Toy.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
That's a good name right there. We got CJOP in the orange. We got Yep in yellow. And we got Pyrotech kind of here in the as I call it, the little poopy color.
The poopy brown.
And the poopy brown. And then we have E-Run in the pink.
Yeah,
so that is our lineup.
We've already seen White, or Mom's Boy Toy, has sacrificed his life for the greater good, as he is now reclaiming his commander to give him that sweet, sweet medal that he needs to tech up to T2. But man, here in the middle, Dolphy already building a bot lab on this high ground, on this kind of cliff area. What do you think about this? This is a very interesting strategy by Red. You think it's going to pay off for him?
I think so, because getting this high ground seems pretty important. You can build like artillery up here, and it's just really obnoxious when you have this position over. You can build like the guardians up here as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
It can pretty much hit everything. And Shock's even putting a little GG there, knowing that he didn't get that high ground. So I do like this start from Dolphy. Pretty cool.
Very risky play, but I will say this, guys. Sometimes you have to take risky maneuvers in order to get ahead in these AV8 games. You have to stand out from the crowd of lemmings and do something spectacular. And I think Dolphy has actually watched Revenge of the Sith. He has taken, he has heeded Obi-Wan's words and taken the high ground, and he understands the importance of having that high ground. You can't actually lose from here. But Shocks pulling an Anakin here, moving up the hill. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think Shocks is going to do? Do you think he's going to try to D-gun Red? What do you think?
I think so too. Man, he's walking real slow up that hill, by the way.
Yeah, very slow.
It's like, yeah. And this is why you don't push the high ground.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was right.
Yeah, Anakin trying. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's still alive. And Dolphy, he's flying out of there. He's saying, no. I don't want any of this. I can't believe.
Actually,
go ahead.
That actually worked out very well for Shox. He survives with 4 HP.
4 HP.
4%.
Something could breathe on him and he would fucking die. So that's amazing that Green has actually pushed Red off. And I don't know. I feel like if Dolphy had just microed that a little better, he could have killed Shox and gotten all that reclaim. But man, Shox with a very risky play, and it actually pays off. That's incredible. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely paid off for him because now he's got control of high ground.
Right.
And I'm not really sure, like, what does Dolphy do from here?
Yeah, that's a good point. But here in the bottom, Poop Brown moving forward. Oh man, he's getting pooped on a little himself as his commander will take a couple nice artillery shots and down to 15% health. And it seems like Poop Brown is he's going to need to go to the toilet because it's not looking so good for him as both of these blue players on the Eastern team will slowly push him back with a nice use of the Wolverines there. But
apparently Flash already died. He's,
okay.
Yeah, I see the little RIP, the little gravestone.
Right.
I love that little addition that they just like the little things.
Yeah, the gravestone. That is very funny. Very nice addition. So Flash has already died, and again, Pyrotech being pushed back by all of this nastiness, and Blue really just moving in here, taking no prisoners, maybe wanting revenge, maybe the Eastern team wanting revenge for Flash's commander, but I don't know. How does Brown hold this off?
I don't know. I mean, Flash has got a lot of res bots there, and he's using the repair command, I believe, and he's also resing, so it's making it really hard. He's keeping all these Rocketeers at full HP. And honestly, maybe he has to get a heavier laser tower that has equal range to the Rocketeers. I feel like that's the only way to stop this kind of push.
But here in the north, Dolphy is about to... if you look at in the north, Dolphy is being very aggressive with his commander. He might actually try to sacrifice him, but Green doing a good job of microing out of the range of that Calm Blast. However, Dolphy will take out most of that army with his commander. But still, it's a far cry from the position he had earlier on this hill. However, he does have Fiends now. He is on T2, so that is a very, very nice position. But here in the bottom left, Pyro continuing to get pushed back by Team Blue. Man, what would you do in this position if you were Poop Brown?
I mean, he's kind of in, because he has, Flash has got riot tanks, which really do counter these grunts here. I mean, it's a pretty tough situation. Honestly, maybe just try to get as many thugs as possible. He does need to get some kind of, I feel like the guard's not quite enough. He maybe needs the twin guard. Or just some kind of beefier laser turret that has more range. I feel like that's the only way to kind of stop this push here. He definitely. Oh, looks like Dolphy's making some paralyzers though. Maybe he's gonna come help Pyrotech a little bit with that.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. Dolphy bringing these paralyzers down to the south, as Brown is just in a world of trouble, and Dolphy moving in here with some paralyzer drones. However, Light Blue does have a couple of missile trucks, and those will slowly kill this paralyzer army. But man, I don't know. Brown is in so much trouble here, as someone is being very creative with the writing, very artistic. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But Brown may be thinking about sacrificing his commander. Guys, remember, when a commander dies, the explosion will take out everything in the immediate area, so Brown could try to sacrifice his calm in order to stop this push. But
yeah, maybe try to like cloak in the best he can and try to get close enough and self-destruct. I feel like that's the only way to deal with this army, to be honest.
However, Yellow now bringing down Sheldons, and Sheldons are a nice counter to this.
This might actually save Pyrotech here.
Yeah. Pyrotech doing what he can as his teammates finally joining the game at the 10-minute mark. It might be just in time. I mean, it might be just in time to actually to keep the Western team in the game. But here in the north, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just it's buying him time to get some turrets up, and yeah, it's gonna. I'm pretty sure because these outrange these Rocketeers or the Aggravators, so he can kind of just infinitely kite and can't really push into this anymore. And Pyrotech's using good use of those repair bots, repairing his commander as well as he's pushing forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Pyrotech with some nice D-guns, and Yellow with these Sheldons. Guys, these Sheldons can be so oppressive. I mean, they just have such a great range, and they're very accurate. And Yellow microing them very well. And man, he brought those in at the nick of time, because it really felt like the Eastern team was just about to do the death push into Brown's base here and just kill him. So very, very well played by Yellow, and now pushing the Eastern team back with that oppressive range of these Sheldons. And who would you say is ahead at this point in the game? Who do you, here in the middle? Neon Green is pushing Red with these Hounds or Fidos, killing his little base that he had built here near the middle. What team would you say is winning at this point?
There's a lot of artwork going on here. I still think it's pretty even. Shocks has got some Hounds of his own.
Right.
So, I mean, if he really needs to, he can come down south and help. And he's really pushing Dolphy back here on this side. It looks like Dolphy kind of lost control of that that choke area.
Yeah, this is pretty bad for Dolphy. All he has left in the world is just this starting base up on this little cliff. But Dolphy has been almost completely removed from the game as a Shocks.
Looks like Teal's making a move here with some air.
Oh yes, a nice air supremacy operation moving in to kill maybe what's left of Red's base. What do you think he's going for?
Probably wins, maybe fusions at this point. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably just wind farming. Maybe killing those construction turrets. Because if you kill all the build power, he's not going to be able to build anti-air very fast. So yeah, it looks like he's targeting a bunch of winds. Oh no, he's got the fusion targeted now.
Yeah,
and if
going
that
for
blows
Marine's
up, goodbye base. Yeah.
Yeah, he's man, very well timed bombing operation here by Master Bell, and going for the commander, and he will get him. Oh my goodness, what?
Yep.
That was amazing. That was guys. That was the air. That is how powerful air can be in bar if used correctly.
Yeah.
So very well played.
Yeah,
I think that was Master Bell.
Yeah, I've noticed after playing some of these clown fiestas that a lot of people do skip anti-air quite a bit. And stuff like that will happen. Absolutely devastating. I mean, at this point, yeah, Team East it's looking pretty good after that.
And it's almost a question of what can the Western team even do. However, here in the southeast, Yellow with this Sheldon push continuing to put pressure on Dark Blue on Flash's base, and of course Flash has already lost his commander, so I don't know if there's anything to even defend this. This base may just die. When he targets
Flash is in trouble.
Yeah, Flash is in serious trouble. And when he targets this fusion, the whole base will probably just go up in one big explosion. So, I don't know, the Western team is not out of it yet. This game is so much scorched earth as both sides dealing critical damage and crippling blows And blue flash is pretty much gone. This player has been removed
Brutal.
from the game. So
Yeah, I mean he's running away with his 2 construction cons, trying to stay in this game right now. But I think one of them is going to get taken out. Kind of curious, like what are his teammates in the bottom doing? I see Green and Green's fighting, but I'm not sure what the other 2. I feel like there's not really much assistance going on.
yeah, so everyone, if you ever play these 8v8 clown fiestas in bar, this is a very common experience where you're kind of pounding your keyboard and wondering what your teammates are even doing, as they just seem to be playing some kind of SimCity or Eco Simulator or something. It's hard to say exactly, but this can be very infuriating, as Purple feels like he's done almost nothing this game at all. Certainly to help his teammates. So
it looks like he's rushed advanced air, but at the cost of basically letting his team kind of collapse here on the bottom.
yeah, and now even just a few grunts streaming into his base. He hasn't built any defense, not even a single light laser tower.
Oh, wait, here comes some paralyzer drones from Shocks.
Nice.
But is there any units to finish him off?
That's kind of the million-dollar question. Shock's definitely coming in the 11th hour to save Purple, but they have nothing to kill these units right now. They're just all paralyzed. So it's a pretty difficult situation. They may kill them eventually with these missile trucks. But, man, this is such a weird position for the Eastern team to be in.
Yeah.
Finally,
awkward.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the missile trucks are not the best unit for ground. They're mainly for anti-air only. I heard they've been nerfed quite a bit, like their ground damage. So it does take them forever and ever to kill these units.
And
he's got a T-Zar out now, so, but it is EMP'd. I think his teammate EMP'd it.
Someone just died in the bottom left, and I think it was probably Grumpy sacrificing his own commander for metal. I'm not really sure how this commander died here at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but you see the rip. You see the rip.
Oh
grave.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happened there. We were focused on other things, but
yeah.
Either way, that's a nice 2,000 metal donation, but yeah, somehow the Eastern team will survive that push. They will somehow. I mean, it just felt like maybe that once Purple died and Blue had already died, it felt like maybe they would be out of the game. But this game has just been so back and forth as both teams, at certain points it just feels like, oh, well, they've won, and then something crazy happens. After that bombing run by Master Bell, it felt like the Eastern team had it, but then the Western team with that devastating push taking out Blue. Which team do you think is actually ahead right now? I mean, which team do you give the favor to around the 18-minute mark?
I mean, I think since they held that bottom push on the bottom, I'm actually favoring the team East here, Team 2, because they have a nice little push going on the top, and it seems like they've kind of recovered on the bottom, and those paralyzer drones are still alive to probably help get that push going on the bottom side. Although it looks like Team 1, they do have a lot of anti-air now, so I feel like those paralyzer drones will be null and void.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Eastern team is in a good position moving forward with these Sheldons in the north and taking out Pink's defenses up on the ridge there. And now paralyzers coming in, as you said. Green's paralyzers that have contributed so much in this match. But here in the south, however, there's a lot of air kind of gathering up here, and it looks like the Western team going for a devastating bombing run. Do you think they'll accomplish anything with this?
I think if they micro their fighters and win air first, and then go in with the bombers. Oh yeah, they can do some damage here.
Man, look at the scale of this air supremacy operation. Purple's base the target, and he has nothing. Not a single missile tower, not a single flak. Oh my god, and Purple with that is basically out of the game.
Yeah. Oh man, and it looks like he's going for teal now. Oh man, the bombers have been absolutely devastating this game.
Guys, so one thing we didn't mention is that this is a very high-level game. Oh my god, look at the carnage from these bombers. So one thing you don't see as much in lower level 8v8s is air. People just don't, the newer players don't use air as much. But I think this game is a good showcase of how powerful air can be. Even T1, guys, this has mostly been T1 pushes with air, mostly T1 bombers. But here in the meantime at the northwest, this push by the Greens has been absolutely devastating, and so once again, both teams inflicting devastating damage on one another, and it's hard to say who's gonna win. I mean, this is such a crazy game. I mean, who do you think is ahead?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell because it looks like another bombing run is coming in from on the south side once again. And I'm curious who's he going to target. It looks like he's targeting Shocks this time.
Going for that Moho Geo.
Like, yeah. Yes.
Oh, nice. Very
beautiful.
What a crazy game. Again, there's so much scorched earth on both sides. Every time one side inflicts a crippling blow, the other side with an amazing counterattack in the air or on the land. And now, everyone finally, if you see at the top right, people pinging the ground saying, build an air defense, build an air defense. And certainly they should. This is definitely the time.
Yeah, even more bombers coming in the oh, and he's bombing the other Geo, and it's, oh my, he almost took out Shocks' commander with that too.
That was
he lucked out there.
Guys, those Moho Geos, they produce a ton of energy, but when they explode, it's like a nuke. So you have to be really careful with those. And man, here at the top left, Green continuing to push forward with a huge army of Fiends.
Oh, there's some Fiends snuck by.
Yeah.
Oh, this can be devastating if he can't cut it off in time.
A few Fiends making it into the northwestern base.
Oh, this could be so devastating. Oh, keep moving him. Oh, he lets him get paralyzed. Oh man, he could have took out a nice chunk of wins there, I think.
Yeah. But another bombing operation here in the south yet again. This is unbelievable, as the Western team has just been on this air power the whole game and just inflicting unbelievable damage with every bombing run. It's just been, it's really been a sight to behold, just to see how great air can be when used correctly in these 8v8s.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen air being used this much since I've started playing, so it's actually quite strong, these bombers.
Yeah, and it's I think it's all been T1 bombers. I haven't seen any T2 bombers this whole game. Maybe there were one or two snuck in there, but this has mostly just been T1 bombing raids by the Western team.
I can't imagine T2 ones. Oh my.
Yeah. or even the nuclear bombers. The ARM does get the Lich, the nuclear bomber.
Oh yeah.
And those drop nukes. So yeah, guys, this is this is a tip. Use air in your games. Force your opponents to build air defense, because you can kind of see the power. If they don't build air defense, you can see what'll happen to your team's base. So
I do like what Shocks is doing, though. He's kind of like he's kind of just like let go of pushing on the top side, and he's trying to find different avenues of attack. And honestly, it's really working out for him. Like Pink's dead.
Yeah, Pink just loses a fusion. His whole base basically gone now. It's gone up in smoke. All he has left in the world is this advanced bot lab. But man, this has just been such a close game. If you look at the eco at the top right, both teams almost completely even at 24 minutes. And guys, this is just not something you see. Typically by this point in the game, one team is way ahead, but both teams have inflicted so much damage on one another over and over with this air and ground rating that the teams are very close economically. I mean, almost in complete parity at 25 minutes. So that's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. Who do you think? I mean, again, I've asked you this so many times, but who do you give the favor to at this point in the game? I mean, who do you think is going to win?
I mean, honestly, I think it's pretty much stalemated out now, because Team Blue here had the advantage on the ground with this push on the top, but the bombing run from the bottom side completely destroyed pretty much all of those bottom players. So it's kind of just like reset itself almost.
Yeah,
and both players have had enough time to like defend land and then defend air. So it's now they kind of have to find a new way to break in.
Yeah, and certainly the Eastern team now building some air defense after all those bombing runs. I think they finally learned their lesson and said, maybe we should build some air defense. Maybe we shouldn't just let our base get bombed over and over into the Stone Age. But here in the middle, a light blue or scapegoat with a very respectable army of Quakers, this mobile artillery. And this could be a very devastating push if he, especially if his allies help him. All this artillery could definitely get something done. But now Brown moving through with an army of fiends, and Blue, who we thought was out of the game, just a glutton for punishment as his base will be decimated once again.
Oh no, that's so brutal, man.
By Brown. Blue just can't get enough punishment. He's a masochist.
Feels bad for Flash, man.
Yeah, Flash somehow coming back in the game, but now being taken out of the game once again. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
A nice air battle here in the north.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And Orange with some
bombers.
bombers.
To get some bombers in.
Yeah. What can he get here? There is a lot more air defense than there was 5 minutes ago, though.
Oh, he's going for the advanced metal makers.
He will get those.
Great target. Yeah.
So, guys, if you're doing a bombing run, the best targets are the metal makers and the fusions, because those both have great explosions. The metal makers are the best target because they don't have a lot of health, and those will cause a chain reaction. Nanoturrets are a good target too, as those will explode in a chain reaction as well. So try to go for your opponent's energy and build power if you can.
Oh, actually, looks like they're using some Yep is using res bots to revive Pink's base here. Pretty smart use of those res bots. He's kind of sharing his stuff back.
But here in the southeast, we do have a group of... Oh, these are just EMP bombers. I thought those were atomic bombers.
Oh yeah, I want to see some of those.
I think we probably will see some of those in this game.
Yeah.
But if you look at the south of the map, this has really just become a no man's land. I mean, both sides... There's so little left down here, so much unclaimed metal. As there's just been so much devastation, a carnage inflicted on the south of the map that both teams afraid to even rebuild anything in fear that it might just get destroyed for the 15th time.
Yeah, because like Scapegoat's land army here, I mean, it's pretty scary, but he's actually retreated. I think he must be worried about air. Looks like he's mixed in some anti-flak mobile, some Furies, which is good, and maybe he'll push back out again. But honestly, like, Brown just seems to, he just goes around the army because it's so slow, and he just went and devastated Flash's base with it. So we'll see.
Yeah, this is this is a strategy, guys. Certainly, light blue has the superior army here. He's got a lot of... He's got Tsars, he's got Tigers, he's got artillery, he's even got air defense mixed in. But brown's army of Fiends is just faster. And they can maneuver around light blue's army. And so... but here in the north, and the far north, an army of termites. Guys, these are the all-terrain assault spiders. They can crawl over any terrain. So they will just walk straight up this mountain and get into Neon Pink's base. And I think this caught the Western team by surprise. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that at all, because there's... yeah, see, Pink is desperately... He's trying to pull his units back around to kill that. And honestly, yeah, he's getting into the resources. Maybe he wants to snipe the anti-nuke.
Will he get it? Oh, he will get the anti-nuke.
I mean,
nice.
Yeah. I'm curious if they have a nuke to follow that up.
Yeah,
that's the question.
You're right. This is definitely the point of the game that you would start to see nukes. But Shock's in trouble here in the middle as he's getting surrounded by Fiends and will lose his life. And that entire base will go up in smoke. So Brown with a very nice play using those Fiends to snipe a commander. And Brown, I have to say, Brown has just been doing really well this game. He's the lowest rated player on the Western team, but he has really been doing a great job of using what little he has to to the full effect.
I mean, he's made huge impacts on this game. I mean, he's taken out Shocks and Flash.
Yeah.
And those are their two top players. So I mean, he's doing good with what he's got. Very well. Good decision making.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you guys, you don't have to be a top-rated player to contribute to these games. That is one nice thing about Bar and TA in general. It does reward strategy over micro. If you have a good strategy, if you can play well, if you can support your team, that's all it takes. You don't have to be a StarCraft 2 pro or anything of that nature. But here on the east, I'm just looking at the player bases, and Master Bell now on T3, building a Razorback. And maybe with T3, the eastern team can finally push west and control the bottom of this the south side of the map for the first time in the game. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems to be what his plan is, and it looks like Master Bell, he's used those res bots to pretty much res basically whatever was left of Flash and I'm not sure. I can't remember what Purple's name was, but he seemed to.
That was
resign,
Grumpy.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Grumpy? Okay.
Yeah,
poor Grumpy.
And Grumpy was very grumpy this game, as I think he he left. He was very angry that his team didn't protect him. But guys, you have to build defense. An army of grunts should not have been able to take out his base, but he didn't have a single light laser tower or anything. So there is such a thing as being too greedy. You definitely want to make sure your base has at least minimal defense. And
yeah, come to think of it, it seems like Shox is also given all this stuff, so they're putting it all on the line for Master Bell to get this T3 push. Is I think that's what their plan is to win this game. They're just going to try to get as many T3s as possible super fast and just go for one big hurrah push and hope they can win the game.
And the Eastern team may be the only side that has T3. I don't see T3 anywhere on the Western team, which is a little surprising. At the 30-minute mark, you would expect at least somebody to be on T3 on both teams. But here at the super far northwest, Pink is building a Basilica, a long-range plasma cannon, also known as a Big Bertha. To my OTA fans. However, Master Bell moving through here in the middle with some Razorbacks. And I don't know. Again, who do you think is winning at this point? Who do you give the advantage to?
Well, they've kind of put most of their economy into Master Bell, so
Yeah.
Master Bell's gonna have to play pretty much both sides of the map, which can be pretty difficult. It's pretty taxing on APM.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, they do have the T3 advantage at the moment, and it doesn't even seem like Team 1 has anything to really answer that. They do have a lot of air, though. I'm kind of curious, maybe with EMP bombers and stuff like that, maybe they can slow this push down until they get their own T3s.
Yeah, certainly. This Cerberus, the geothermal plasma battery here at the northwest, that's doing some work, forcing the Eastern team back. And so, but the Eastern Master Bell has built quite a few termites, and we've already seen that these termites are very powerful. And now a Thor is moving into position as well. So the Eastern team looking to do a death push through the top side here and try to win the game with this. But I don't know, there's a lot of defense. Do you think this push can actually break through and deal the damage that they're hoping for?
I mean, I think so. As long as they can deal with the air, I feel like the air might be able to save the day. Do they have any mobile anti-air with this?
That's a good point.
I guess Master Bell does have a good amount of air himself, but they do have 2 people building air on the Team 1 here.
But now the Thor moving through in the front with an army of Centurions, some sharpshooters bringing up the back line. And where are these Razorbacks? I'd like to see them with the army.
They should be following up with this Thor here.
Oh, they're coming through the southwest side, so they're coming around.
Oh, okay.
So Razorbacks are very strong, especially in sufficient numbers, but I don't know. I still don't know. Oh, and Beige building a nice army of mines as well on the ground. This is so clever. Guys,
this is big brain moves right here.
Yeah, this is big brain strategies. Mines do a lot of damage, guys. If you can get them up and cloak them and have your enemy walk into them, they are very effective form of defense in the right situation. So very nice play by Beige, just doing whatever they can to hold on. But what is the Western team doing? Yellow with a massive air supremacy operation. A lot of bombers. Maybe that's their strategy. To one thing we have to mention. There is only 1 commander left on the Western team, and there's 2 commanders on the Eastern team. So that could be a way to win. They could snipe the final commander. Shad Hunter. Go ahead.
Oh, it's Shad Hunter's commander? Okay.
He's the last one. He's up here hiding at the top, kind of at the top left of the map. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But Yellow could attempt to snipe the commanders on the eastern side as well and win that way. So here comes this bombing run. What do you think Yellow goes for here?
I think if he can get to the advanced fusion, I think that's the goal.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even the advanced metal makers, they're closer. But if he can get 1 advanced fusion, it'll blow his whole base up. Oh, he goes for the gantry.
Yeah.
Does take out a lot of the construction turrets though, so I mean that'll slow this T3 land push down quite a bit. But Master Bell has pushed; he's breaking through on the top.
Yeah. And finally, the Eastern team doing this death push through the north. Master Bell finally breaking through. Some atomic bombers coming in as well to try to stop this push, but I don't know if there will be any stopping this. As Master Bell continuing to stream through. Yellow did attempt to kill his gantry to stop him from just pushing out this massive amount of T4. But Bell smartly bringing air defense as well, bringing a lot of fighters, T2 fighters, to try to control the skies. And with that, I don't know. I think the Western team doesn't have anything to stop this.
Yeah, without those EMP bombers, there's nothing to slow it down now. So it's, yeah, these fiends just have free range to do whatever they want now.
I think that a nuke was just launched, or maybe a tactical nuke, on the ridge there, attempting to stop this push. But is it too little, too late? Master Bell streaming through with T4 now. And all they've got to do is find Shadhunter. Okay, Shadhunter moving in with his commander. Cloaked. He's got to try to get a D-gun on maybe this Thor.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for that Thor. Pretty risky since he's the last one alive, but...
yeah, they've got to kill it.
He's going for it. Ooh!
The problem is that he has just exposed himself, and now they know where the last commander is. And, the Western team is in so much trouble here as the Eastern team continuing to move through with all of this firepower, and it seems like there's nothing to stop it.
Seems Orange, he finally has some T3s coming out, but maybe a little too late now. I mean, they've broken through the top. I mean, maybe if they can hold with air somehow and slow this down, but I mean, the top side's completely collapsed. I don't know how they kind of recover from this.
Yeah, Yellow's doing such a good job the whole game with this air power and still attempting to keep them in, but Shadhunter at about 60% health. He's going to go for the second D-gun.
Oh, he's going for it. Yeah.
He's going for it. Trying to stay in the game, doing anything he can. He's but now they know where he is, and I have to think Master Bell... oh, do they not know where he is? I think the Western team's just going to give up.
Oh, they just surrendered?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, wow, what a game, though. Very well played by both sides. Yeah. It was just so back and forth. I really couldn't... I don't think we could really predict who was going to win because both teams doing such a great job of, holding on these amazing counterattacks. Really, up until the end, I couldn't say who was going to win. So, nice job by the Eastern team there, finally breaking through there with T3 and some nice air power, some air superiority fighters to protect the push. And yeah, they will pull that out.
Yeah, that was such a back and forth game. Like Team One nearly took it with that bottom push with the air. I mean, Master Bell played pretty damn well. Once Shocks, and he kind of used those res bots to pretty much revive the whole bottom side. So he had this huge economy and rushed T3s out to give their team the edge and the win.
Yeah, so guys, that game will show you the power of air in these big AV8 games. A lot of times, especially in the newer player, obviously that was a very high level game, so there's very experienced players. But especially in these newer games with people that are still learning, you don't see a lot of air power. You don't see players using air to the extent that it could be used. And I think that game was a really good representation of how strong it can be in the right hands when used effectively. So, guys, build air, do your bombing runs, keep your opponents on their toes, hit those fusions, hit the metal makers, hit the anything you can. Commanders are good targets too. You can bomb a commander and have him explode and take out the whole base. So, wow, what a great game. Thank you for coming on, Breezy. That was pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me, man. Hope we can do some more in the future.
Yeah, so guys, again, if you have not gone over to Breezy's channel, he puts out content, a ton of content. He's been putting out at least a few videos over the past few days. So, guys, go over there. Please like and subscribe. I'll link you to his channel, and we will definitely be doing some more casts here in the future. So, thank you everyone for coming on, and Breezy, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my community already knows who you are. But if there's one person that doesn't, please go check out Total Annihilation Cast, man. He's my favorite duo cast partner. So yeah, please check out his channel too.
All right, guys, and with that, we will catch you on the next cast.